This ring here is it's just an acrylic copy of an iconic lips ring. But I like it, you know, it's quite punchy. And I like wearing it with that diamond one. It's just like a sort of classic with, you know, a bit of sort of almost pop art. Yeah. Today's Monday. This is Quincy's contribution to Rare Birds. I absolutely wear it all the time. You see it's a citrine. Today won't be one of those anyway. So today I thought that I would do another coffee table thing, and this time, well, it's just inspired by the landscape. Today's Monday. This is Quincy's contribution to Rare Birds. Sunbathing, taking it nice and easy. She likes to look out on the garden. There we go, pretty girl. What else are you going to do, Quince? Oh, big yawn. Big yawn. It's nice and warm, isn't it? She says, I'm cat. I'm basically a cat, very strangely dressed up as kind of a dog, kind of a meerkat, a little bit of squirrel around the tail area. So it's happening, it's literally happening. So I'm walking here, and as I approach, I can smell the lilac. I can literally smell the lilac. Look at that. So look, it's quite a lot, you see? It's quite a lot. Look, it's down there. And then it's up there. Yeah. This little poor palm tree is in a pot. It's difficult. This is my little nod to country house style. Isn't that gorgeous? And then we have the giant phormium. Hello everyone, this is Rare Birds, which is meant to be the channel for loveliness, for mainly older women, but anyone is welcome. I intended it to be things that make us feel good. Often this somehow seems to translate into me crying to camera, but it doesn't happen all the time. So hopefully today won't be one of those anyway. So today I thought I would do another coffee table thing, and this time, well, it's just inspired by the landscape. I was going to do it, that it was inspired by cabbages and roses, but I think actually there's a nod to that, but essentially it is inspired by the Somerset countryside right now. And the thing that is everywhere in the countryside right now is this. I'm going to go and get it so you can see. I've been raiding cow parsley. Okay, so I put it in a bag because it's been soaking. Well, it's been in the sink. Anyway, this is cow parsley, and it's just literally growing everywhere. And I think it's the most beautiful thing. So I'm going to try and make this table really pretty and very natural, very, very natural. I'm going for a natural vibe. So we will see how it goes. So I'm just clearing this off because I definitely don't want this red. The red has got to go, for sure. And then we'll see. We'll see what happens after that. this is what my friend Jean bought me. Don't you think it's just the best birthday card ever? It's a little crown. It was my birthday weeks ago, but you've got to hold on to the dream, haven't you? Isn't that lovely though? It's birthday queen, which is lovely. Lovely plate. Always David Sedaris. Load of loveliness. Fantastic. Isn't that a fantastic card as well? God, wouldn't we love to have that painting? That painting is... I can't read it. It's called Blue Girl Reading. Anyway, that was from Dabs. Gonna get rid of these. This one might stay, but definitely not with a blue candle. That's 100%, oops, the wrong vibe. Charlie got me this for Mother's Day. And you see it, it's a dear, it's really weighty. It's a dear little candlestick. And I think it's bronze or something, but it's lovely. I just like the simplicity of the bird. Can you see? Yeah, anyway. Now I'm liking this, natural. Natural is good, so we're going to put natural over there. Another natural, I like that. Don't like that shotgun cartridge, that's not the vibe we want. We always make space for Charleston and also for Gavin Houghton. One of you messaged me and said, can you talk some more about Gavin Houghton? And I absolutely will. I love him. He does these painting holidays in Tangier. Did you know that? His house, oh my God, look him up on Instagram. He's also got a house in Tangier. And it has these just incredible red and white stripes. And he does these painting holidays. And if I would be booked in on that one of those painting holidays so fast, if I could, because I bet they're just brilliant. Anyway, right, let's make the table naked. Right, let's cover up this monstrous. Yes, so we are going natural, okay? For me, that means linen. So I have this, I bought this ages ago. Whoops, I always get out of breath when I'm doing these things. It's really weird. I'm hardly doing anything. Right, I'm going to pop this on. Let's see what that looks like. I know you can't really see. I might actually bring you down a little bit. But actually that does not look very nice. Okay, this is really not nice because the green bit, weirdly, because the green bit is just too sort of mewling, you know, it's not anything. And then this, the linen is almost not crisp enough. And I don't mean crisp as in it's not, you know, ironed, because I think non-ironed is even better. But I think it's because the colour isn't going to do anything for that. It almost needs to be something that makes the vessels that I'm going to put those in just stand out a little bit more. I think that's nice. We have a candlestick, a big beast. Have you seen this one? There we go. You can see it a bit better there. Like that. Put that in the corner. And then I'm going to use this because I think it's gorgeous. Okay, I'll just do 1, 2, 3. I'm going to leave a little space just there. I think we want another one right there, don't we? So we'll take off one of these, like so. We're now just going to put the little plants in. Or the little cow parsley, not plants at all. on the front so you can actually see, and bigger ones in the back. Again, I'll put the little bottles of water in the bottom when you've all gone home, and then, because I don't want to waste time doing that, and that's not exciting for you to watch. And then, you can't see, but that, and I will show you properly in a minute, but that's actually really pretty already. So now here, I want to put something lower and smaller. And that's, yeah, but I still want the natural earthiness. So we're going to go with this jug, which is just a good, honest, really lovely jug that just came from a little thrift shop. But I love it. So it's going to go just there. Actually, I will put water in this because there we go. Round here. Can I say the smell of these is just so beautiful. They smell of proper countryside. They smell of hay, actually. They smell of warm hay that hasn't been cut all that long ago, and it's just warming in the sun. I love that smell. Does anybody watch Jeremy Clarkson's Farm? Sorry if you're not from the UK. Jeremy Clarkson is something of a, he's super popular, and he's a big television personality and presenter, and he bought this farm in the Cotswolds, and he's been doing this show, which I think has just been a runaway success, called Clarkson's Farm. And I imagine his farm smells like that all the time. I'm sure it doesn't. He has real nightmares with animals dying and just the hardships of running a farm. But of course he has super duper television work to, he doesn't have to rely on the farm for his income, that's for sure. Which is fortunate, really, because it's really tough. Yeah, I actually really like that. Not stuffed full. There's something about the sparseness of it. Okay. So I'm going to put just a couple more in there. Oh, so pretty. Oh, so pretty. Now, what can I put on there? What can I put on there? Would that be nice on there if I just put a jug on there? That might actually be lovely. Yeah, and then we're going to dot round some candles later on. I'm still going to put a little painting down there because I think it's just lovely to do that. Oh, mustn't forget. I need to take off this blue wax, like so. I will hoover up in a minute. But there we go, we can pop that in the foreground like that. Okay, I had to go and just drive somewhere and do something, but I'm back now, and I've made the table really pretty, I think. Anyway, I just discovered these on the sofa next to me, so I'm now in the process of training myself, because I realised, and in fact one of you said, now all you've got to do is train yourself to put them on the hook. So she obviously spoke from experience. So I'm now going to put these on the hook. And then I'll be back. Okay, so I'm going to show you the table now. I finished it. I think it's really pretty. It's really pretty, so I'm going to show you right now. Okay, so here we go. So I'm showing you from a different angle because I realised you really couldn't see it very well. So it's just super simple, with just the very natural, that sort of really floppy linen, which I actually bought in a flea market. It was shipped in a flea market. And then, so you just have the froth, and they're really pretty. And then, because I put this lovely little jug in there. Oh, and there's a geranium from the garden as well. Because I put the little jug in there, I felt that it needed, I don't know why, I felt it just needed the tulips from the garden. They are lasting, I mean, it's just been weeks. It's been weeks and weeks. So that's like that. And then let me just bring something over here so you can see it a bit better. Just sort of in terms of this little tableau. And imagine this in the evening as well, when the candles are lit. Just one there, and then another one over here. And look, I've put a very natural coloured candle in there, which is just sort of like a sludgy, dirty, brown, green colour, which is really pretty. Now I'm just going to add one more thing, which is going to make it even lovelier. And that's what it's been lacking all this time. I didn't realise it, is the fruitcake and tea. I've been craving fruitcake. I don't know why. I think it's because there were Simnel cakes around and I didn't get one, which is deeply upsetting. But yeah, so I've got some fruitcake and some tea. And I'm going to eat it. Okay, so here we are. I have had to close the curtain a bit. It's just absolutely blinding. Anyway, so we have fruitcake. So I bought this from the farm shop. I hope this isn't torturing you. It's meant to just be a nice thing, because I think sometimes when you're craving something, it just means that you need to have it and then you're okay. Look, see? Delicious. Delicious fruitcake, yummy. And then Earl Grey tea. Yummy. Some milk. It's just Quincy just destroying the peace. But that's okay. She's a good girl, really. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed that. I'm sorry if it was a little bit strange. I just sort of suddenly decided on impulse I wanted to do it because I had just been out for a walk and just it was the smell of the cow parsley, really. I just thought I've got to bring some of that in the house. The lilac is out, but I didn't want to bring that in just because there are only, I don't know, maybe 11 of them, and I just want them to stay on the tree and just be beautiful. And then also one of you said, oh, don't bring them inside because the fairies will be mischievous. So I just wanted to thank you all for all your messages about Vlogmas. And I feel like a bit of a fool, actually, because I don't know what I meant by Vlogmas, but I definitely didn't mean posting every day. Because, I mean, I would just completely, it would be really, really good value for anyone who wants a laugh, because it would be me, in full kind of meltdown, and it would be really sporadic, really odd videos, really, really odd of me probably just crying and shouting. Me from inside a cupboard, me from under a sofa, me sort of growling at people and snapping. It would be like that. So we don't want that, do we? So I think what I meant by Vlogmas was just full on Christmas themes, and like quite a way in advance, doing advanced, the things that I know that a lot of my cooking is not a great success, but with Christmas I feel like I do have some really great things that I always prep in advance, and they're really lovely, and I think that's what I meant. And then I think I also meant things like I would probably show you in advance, like decorating the table and stuff like that, and Christmassy music. I'm already looking for Christmassy music. So so that's just a really nice thing. And I've seen this book, it's called something like Prepare Ahead at Christmas, which might be a really nice one. So I'm going to look at that as well. But speaking of books, so there's two things, one of which is very exciting, and I hope that it will make something interesting for you. But a hotel in Bath, a really nice one, wants to host me for a night. So isn't that lovely? So I thought that I thought that would be a really nice thing to do, because what I was thinking about it and what I could do, it would be really nice maybe to go out and about in Bath and to show you some of the lovely things. I know that there's a lovely bookshop, and apparently there's this gorgeous little cobbled street with lovely shops in it. And also there's the Bath Spa, you know, with the special thermal water or whatever. And there's sorry, I'm just looking over. There's the most horrendous cobweb in the window with 2 meaty spiders in it. It's absolutely horrific. Anyway, there's the spa, and there's a rooftop swimming pool, and you can get these sort of packages where you can do all sorts of different things, like, you know, obviously the sauna. I hate saunas though. Literally, I feel like I want to get on the floor as soon as I get in them, just to find some cool air. But other nice things. And then, so I could do that. And even though you can't film on the roof garden, I could do like before and after, and just see if it's possible to have a really nice time. Just doing something, you know, on your own. Because I want to do it quite soon. Because the other thing I was thinking, oh God, maybe if I just got online really fast, I could sort out a date for that night. Just have something to do. Well, I don't know anyway. But that, you know, is just something to do. But then the other thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to obsess about Gavin Houghton. Because one of you, as I said earlier, one of you messaged me and said, I'd love to talk about Gavin Houghton, and now I have a renewed obsession for him, because I do think that he's genuinely one of the most talented and really effortlessly stylish designers around, and he's like the opposite of a try-hard. That's such a derogatory thing to say about people who do try hard. Why are people who try hard called try-hards? I disgust myself for saying that. I literally take that back. I think what I mean is that his style is very effortless, and that it doesn't feel contrived in a way that's forced. I think that that's what I mean. I mean that, and I just think it's really beautiful. Look, do you see the loveliness? Isn't that beautiful? I love the smell. I'm just going to show you that book again. Hold on. Yeah, okay, so it's this one here, British Designers at Home. And this front cover, this is his London house. And I could honestly, truly faint with desire. I could move straight into that space. In fact, I have, and I think this is painted. Hang on. Yeah, literally, that's painted floorboards. And again, I think that's such a ballsy thing to do, because it's so permanent, you know. But I think I've often thought for a long time, you know, that the very yellowy floorboards that are, well, you might not have noticed, although you're all very eagle-eyed, you probably have. The floorboards in that little bit of hall outside the kitchen, they're very yellowy and just disgusting. So it'd be so nice to paint them. I'd have to do it at a time that Quincy wasn't here though. But anyway, you know, Gavin is just an absolute, oh my goodness, you see. Also in here is Robert Kime. I mean, that's a whole other thing, because he's actually, I mean, he died quite recently, didn't he? But I am just going to go off on a tangent just for a tiny moment, even just to show you the splendour, the absolute splendour of this bedroom. This is a Robert Kime bedroom, and you see the bed. And that amazing fabric, which looks very Charleston-esque to me. Look on the headboard there. Can you see? Anyway, it's just beautiful. Just going back to Gavin. I mean, this book is amazing, actually. It has Rita Koenig,
Robert Keim, Beata Heyman, I think. Oh, this guy here, Carlos Sanchez Garcia. Beautiful. I remember watching a thing about this, and this fireplace, he had all of these. They look like they're Delft, obviously, they're not. All these tiles made, and they all have things that are meaningful to him and his partner. Isn't that gorgeous? Gavin Houghton. Look at that for an entrance hall. Isn't that fab? Look at the wallpaper and the painting, the plates, because he does, you know, he also does these ceramics classes from his studio in Stockwell, I think it is, his London house. And again, I'd be on that in a heartbeat. So if any of you can, oh my goodness, do, and then you can tell us all about it. Yeah, this is his sitting room. And this sludgy green with the sort of slightly peacocky, you know, brightish blue. And again, the orangey red is just so beautiful. Look at that. Can you see the sludgy green, right? And then look at the red and look at that blue. And then over here on the other page, look at the colour of that sofa and that fab cushion. Again, with a backdrop of the sludgy green. And you know, the books and the fireplace. Oh, that lovely mirror. And the sconces either side of the mirror. That little turquoise. Okay, is that a dog? I can't see. Anyway, it's fabulous. So, yeah, just amazing, really. I have to say, the photography, I mean, the houses, first of all, and the photography of the houses is just stunning. Oh, I know who. I mean, honestly, if you're into interiors, you just have to get this book. This is Penny Morrison's house, and it's just a sort of stairway there. But look at this picture here. I mean, you'll just die. It's just fabulous. Look, who wouldn't want a room like this? It's very feminine in a way, isn't it? Isn't that gorgeous? Look. Again, the colour, it's just fabulous. Fabulous. Which is why it's quite weird that I did this very natural table. But I guess it's just showcasing nature rather than anything man-made. Anyway, so that's really lovely. So that is the British Designers at Home by Jenny Rose Innes. Innes. Oh, it's just a fantastic book. So that's really lovely. I'm going to be reading this, and I'm hosting the next book group, by the way. So I will invite you all along as best I can, because we're going to have some supper, I think, this time. And that's next month, actually, just in a couple of weeks. And it'll be really nice. And yeah, but anyway, so that's the book, Hotel du Lac. And some of you have already messaged me about that and just said it's a fantastic book. So I'll read that over the next couple of days, because I haven't read it before. I definitely haven't read it before. So I'm excited, because books are, well, they just, I think books are just more important now than they ever have been, because so much is online, so much is fast and furious, and books, you know, that you go at whatever reading speed you go at, and they transport you to another world inside that your own mind creates, rather than that someone else feeds to you, which I think is really important. Anyway, I'm sorry, I'm sort of sitting in the half light here. It's just when the sun comes through that window, you just can't see anything. Did you notice my skirt, by the way? I know I've worn this once before, but when I wore it before, it was actually a dress, and I just put a top on underneath the over the dress, which was all poofy. But now I've literally cut the skirt off of it because it just has that little bit of elastic, and so I'm just going to take it up a bit because the reason I was holding it like this is that it's ridiculously too long. But it's quite. I like wearing skirts lower, which I know is a strange thing because, oh God, I wouldn't want anyone to see what was going on under here. But I think if you're like me and you're short-waisted, wearing a skirt up like that and then with a top over it, I don't know, it's just not right. Whereas, look, I'll prove it to you. Just so there's the shape when it's around my waist, right? And then look when I move it just down more on my hips. It's just better. Do you see? It's just better. And I like it. But obviously I don't want to flash anything like that. And then this is just that little Rose and Lions shirt that's just really nice. I mean, so many people have asked about this necklace. Okay, so this necklace, yeah, yes, I absolutely wear it all the time. You see it's a citrine. You see? Like that. The chain is one of those ones. I don't even know what company it is. It's like they're this new special metal, or it's coated in something. It's not gold plated, it's not that, it's something else. It's meant to last forever. It hasn't at all, but it's not bad. They're very cheap. The citrine, my dad bought for me when I was 18, and there's no need to say any more than that. So anyway, so that is that. And yes, and then this ring here is just a pearl. I think it came from the Middle East. And then this one here is just some sort of resiny thing. I don't know, just made by a relatively local artist. Not expensive, but I quite like it. And then this ring here is it's just an acrylic copy of a iconic lips ring. But I like it, you know, it's quite punchy. And I like wearing it with that diamond one. It's just like a sort of classic with, you know, a bit of sort of almost pop art. Yeah, it's like a little bit of Andy Warhol with, I don't know, a bit of Elizabeth Taylor. That's not Elizabeth Taylor quality diamonds or size of diamonds, but you know what I mean. Just a little bit of sort of more classic glamour with a bit of pop art is what I like about that. And then my watch is just a Nixon watch. And what I like about it, let me show you the face. Can you see? I like how clear the face is. So that's so that it's helpful if because I can see it even if I don't have my glasses on. And also it's solar powered. Don't you think that's incredible? And I literally never take it off. So yeah, it doesn't have any sound at all because I sleep with that on. And then my earrings are just sort of gold, little hoopy things. But I'm going to change up my whole earring vibe because I want to go big earrings. I think it's time. You know, it's time to bring back the massive earrings. Yeah, and that's it. And I hope you're all doing okay. And isn't the weather gorgeous? Well, in the UK, the weather is really gorgeous at the moment. God, it's such a treat. And it's a very dull thing to say, but as ever, I will say it. It's it's so lovely when you put washing out on the line, don't you think? And it dries so fast. Because particularly for me, because I've got a super king bed, and I have, you know, those linen sheets that are really quite heavy. And I just love the smell of fresh linen sheets. It's literally the best thing. And I hope you're all doing okay, and I will be back. darling. Come on, hurry up. That's a good girl. Come on, let's go. Let's go. That's a good girl. Little evening stroll. It's beautiful this evening, and actually I'm going to turn this camera around because I want you to see the cow parsley that we're just about to go through, because it's look at that. Can you see? So we've got just cow parsley on either side of this little path, and then underneath just all that beautiful wild garlic. And then there's little Quincy. You okay, darling? Look at that there. It's gorgeous, isn't it? It is gorgeous. Anyway, where's that Quince? Little handstand wee-wees there, Quince.